guys. So welcome to another episode. Josh just did a happy dance for us. So you should be happy based on that.
Exactly.
And this episode we are getting back to brands that I love. As you saw the last time, we promised you that every quarter we'll be doing a brand I love, but we just talk about the brands that over those 3 months have been made us happy, made us proud, served us well, giving us a good vibe. Exactly. So we did one previously about 2020. So if you haven't watched that, it's up here. Do watch that, then return. But if you have, this is the second one, right?
Yes.
Well done. Well on you. Well on you. Did you tell us which brands you loved? Did you?
Not.
If not, yeah. Drop yours in the comments after you subscribe.
Yeah. So okay, we do international brands. We break it down based on international brands that made us happy, then the local brands. So jump into, you can tell us the international brands that made your 2021 quarter one.
Yes.
Cool.
So Josh, tell us. International brands.
International brands, well, it's been the hassle of trying to work effectively. And for me, lockdown, hassle, it's been music. It's always music. Music keeps me productive, keeps me engaged, and YouTube music. I'd never really used it. Yes, I'd read about it, but never really used it. But what I loved about it was I would play one song, and then I keep getting various shuffles or whatever. It doesn't matter what song. So I didn't need to come back to it and check. So it was always on a vibe. Though of course you need a VPN, and I don't know if they're planning to bring it.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
You know these guys, Uganda, they don't pay really.
Yes, but also the Pearl of Africa. So come on.
But then
I'm just bringing it up.
it's just really good. It can give you a great shuffle because most of the platforms that I've used, which is Deezer, Spotify, then Tidal, usually you look out for specific playlists. So artists, then it keeps
It gives you recommendations. Yes.
While for this, you can just play one song and you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I like that. So for like 8 hours, I'm not selecting again. It just keeps. It's literally the Google Music.
To him, it's a Google Music, which is okay, perfectly fine. I totally disagree because for me, brand number one for me is in Spotify. Yeah.
The green app.
The green app. Listen, Spotify, thank you for coming to Uganda. It's been a long wait from 2017. It's been a long wait. Really, I've had to use VPN to use Spotify, but now it's here, and it's great that it's officially here. We can now download and keep our music for offline.
I like the experience though.
Yes, it's a great experience, which for me is the thing. Now, I like new music, and I like the music when it comes out. I get bored really quickly.
When guys on radio are telling us, so this song is new.
Yeah, like it's already like
4 weeks.
like 4 weeks after Spotify played it. So I like new music, and I like the fact that Spotify makes recommendations based on your listening habits. So I'm a big fan of Discover Weekly. That's an amazing place where every Monday they give you 30 new songs, a place of 30 songs that are new based on the stuff that you've been listening to, which for me is great. I love it. That algorithm is on point every single week. It's on point every single week.
For me, what I've loved about it is different playlists for different things. If I'm going for a run, if I'm just chilling, then you're trying to try out new music, you can just find weird playlists. Then I'm an EDM fanatic, so they have EDM study, like instrumentals, which can go on like for 8 hours, 7 hours. So, but I like that compilation, so I don't need to know music to enjoy.
Thank you for coming to Uganda.
And the UI,
The UI, it looks great. The black and green. I love black. So thank you again. You guys just speak to my soul. Anyway, next brand that you love.
For me, again, it's been music. And there is an artist called Amyna Love. Amyna Love is she's around. She has been around for a long time, but bumped on her into when I was using Instagram. She does this crazy. She plays a lot with garage app. Then she does a lot of things with I would say acoustics, vocals. Then she mixes. So she's a whole vibe, live kind of vocalist. Yeah. But then the thing is, it's the way she has made the community. Like she'll maybe get a looper and bring you an experience. Her concerts, she will bring you an experience, her writing process. So for me, it's been more of the journey of the artist and their personality rather than her music.
Okay.
You
All
get.
right.
So you end up listening to whatever she brings out because of the person that she is.
Yes, she
Like,
is.
she's a free spirit. She's very, very creative. Like,
I think I have to check her out now.
yeah,
I have
hands
to
down.
check
She's
her
really,
platforms out.
she's lethal.
Okay.
And you know, for her type of music and stuff,
Mhm.
you can't box her in.
Yeah.
So for me, that was.
Similar to that for me is I'm a big fan of YouTube content,
Yeah.
YouTube video content, and there are not that many YouTube channels that I'm religiously following and invested in. But for the past 3 months, Athletic Interest is the YouTube channel that I discovered, and since then, I just wait for the next video they're going to drop.
Yeah.
So Athletic Interest is the YouTube channel that it talks about the business of sports.
Okay.
So instead of talking about sports and oh this sports person is great, this person talks about the business of sports. How the money is made. For instance, how
you get brand.
yes, how you get brand deals, how to be a sports agent.
Yeah.
How the most recent video is great. How YouTube helped Formula One become a big thing. I was amazed at the impact of the
Like
platform.
the collaboration.
Exactly. So, if Athletic Interest, if you love sports, if you have a business mind, if you just want to learn new stuff, check it out. Athletic Interest has
you
been
turned on their notification.
Oh yeah, I did. So every video they drop, I know.
You should also turn on that notification.
Yes,
like,
in that corner right there. I think let's give them like 3 seconds. Like, all right. Yeah, I'm sure now you've done that. So move on. Josh.
Exactly.
All right. Next brand. International.
Next brand, I think this is way off the. I veered off a bit. I've been trying to explore. It's more in line of what we do.
Yeah.
Given the VPN status, the issues with Facebook being blocked, I had some issues with my ads.
Yeah.
Especially my ads account. And there were some queries where some ads were not publishing or stuff like that. I had issues with certain transactions. So I was just, you scour the internet, but Facebook is not really helpful with their reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
I landed on an account called the Ads Alchemist.
Okay.
And the weird thing is, his account is on Twitter. He kills it on
Wow.
Twitter, but he strictly talks about Facebook ads, certain practices that you will not find.
Yeah.
Like, unless these are practices someone has done for a long time, so they tell you maybe always do this, or if you have an ads account, always have a backup in case it gets blocked.
Okay.
Doing testing around multiple ads. You never know an ad works until you run it.
Yes.
So if they give you 20 artworks, don't claim to choose the best artwork to use. Run all freaking 20 because
Yes.
you don't know what the
Which of
users
those
will
will
like.
work.
So
Alright.
he has been tweaking a few things, and I have his notifications on.
Yeah.
Literally.
Reminds myself to add that.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
well.
So if you into digital, marketing, but if you're interested a lot in Facebook ads and you have some queries, Ads Alchemist. He's really responsive. He's very consistent, but also you find a lot of tips on how to hack Facebook, how to turn your ads to work for you.
Alright.
To work for you. Yes, he's on a global standard, but you can figure out.
You can definitely pick things from him, from what he does, that
because
apply
it's
here.
the same algorithm.
Exactly.
So if you figure out what is working globally, you can localize and
see what
So
works
for
here.
me, he has really helped.
Alright.
He has really helped.
It's interesting how our brands seem to be related because music and then individuals, and we just talked about that. Well, for me, the third brand that I love that's international is a platform called Canyon. Yeah. Now, for those of you that were into web design, especially WordPress web design, or into app development, yeah, but just basically programming in general, you know that sometimes it's crazy hard to build code from scratch. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's hard. Come on,
Yeah.
you've done that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Big-
we've been there. We've been there.
Yeah.
You don't want to see the projects we made.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're not proud.
Yeah.
But
But we'll be there.
we've been there. So Code Canyon gives you fully made code packages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you have to do is get that and then add it to your platform and tweak it. To
So they
work
give
with
you like kind of patches or
Yeah, so they give you a whole code patch,
Yeah.
a program patch, yeah? And it's sold at ridiculously affordable prices. Anywhere from $16, $20, $25, you get a package of code that you can store into your program, make a few tweaks,
and set.
and you set time when you're running.
Yeah.
I've known people who have built completely working, entirely working platforms, yeah, of code that they've got from Code Canyon.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the greatest inventions. Yes, some people might say it makes you lazy. You're not programming the way programming is supposed to be, but come on.
It's all about the end product.
End product, you know? Exactly. So end product,
because
you have to save time, because in a society and in an economy like this, where moving from one gig to another, you need to beat time. You then have to look for it.
For a distributor.
Yes, and bargain, and then test it, and you do things, and then it's not working, things like that. So it's made me, I've saved a lot of time, a lot of money doing that.
So I guess between Dan and Josh, you can tell the cash king. Cash king imports.
I just like nice things. I like nice
Cash
things.
king imports. For me, I will tell you, food. I love food, and of course, well, I don't really love, but I love a good vibe once in a while, you know. And the meetup, for me has done it. For Jan, Feb, March, it has done it. Meetup, of course, at Glovo.
Yeah.
They have hacked a way about it's an intimate space, so you know it's not the too crowded, the big restaurant.
Yeah.
But I love the menu.
Okay.
Yeah, the menu is, you know, most of the times we've done a lot of fries, burgers, sandwiches, and all these things. And most guys are doing a lot of that. But they have some interesting dishes that incorporate lamb, pastries, and all those things.
Yeah.
And for me, one, I love their starters.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the price margins are
Really?
good. Yeah, then it's central. So when Java is low full,
You just jump over to Meetup?
yeah, just jump over to Meetup. It's a great place to have some meetings.
Yeah.
It's not too crowded. That's the other thing.
Really?
The setup is not too crowded. It's about tables and stuff like that. So it's great for meetings. I can go there for about 5 hours and make sure I've stacked all my people. So one drops in an hour later, another one, and you close everything. But it has that great ambience. Central, the service is great. I love their social. There is a brand I've been experimenting with, and I would say it's been interesting. And that's Ardor. Ardor and Ardor. Yes, yeah. It's Ardor and Ardor.
Tongue twister. Ardor and Ardor.
It's just Ardor, then and Ardor. And it's a brand by a colleague that a gentleman, it's called Aaron Kajumba, who does scripture, but in a very interesting way, because he's a content creator.
Okay.
So a lot of videos, a lot of interesting discussions around how purpose, and then figuring out a way to interestingly make telling the gospel quite nice, because most of the time the gospel has been seen as
boring,
sweet, but how do you then turn the tides with the trends? People on TikTok, Instagram, and all these things. So how can you do some little things? So his community around creatives in the gospel space, but also discussions around what are now the practices that are coming with the new age of technology as youth. What do you struggle with? What are your fears? And all those things, and how to be encouraged and live on purpose. So Ardor and Ardor has been one of those projects that has pushed me in a sense that it's not your usual project you work on. Ads might not make sense. Building a community is not that easy, but how do you find the mix? So we're still on that journey. But as you can feel, it is Ardor and Ardor. It's one of those things that,
it's different.
It's
different. It has a different.
It has.
I think my second brand, Ugandan, that I've loved for this quarter has been Shell, the fuel station. For one reason, especially. I know there are lots of reasons to love them, but one reason stood out for me during this time. During our harsh months, January, that one there. They had a thing called what was it? Power Fridays. Shell had they had like a running promotion where they gave out, so they would sell V-Power, at the same price as the normal petrol. Now, for those that do not know what V-Power is, maybe that's the wrong target audience. Just joking. But V-Power is fuel that, besides just providing the power to move, it also has detergents that clean your engine. So as you drive, your engine gets clean. And for anyone that drives, that is just, it's golden, all right? It's what you need, a clean engine with good fuel. Which was great. Now, I happen to live in a place that has a Shell station with low price fuel, like affordable fuel.
Yeah.
So
That means
every Friday I just went right there, filled up, and had a blast. And I enjoyed the experience. I also got to feel the difference in the car. It ran different after the fuel. So I love that you guys came through during the right. Exactly. So what's the last brand?
my last brand, of course,
Mhm.
Ugandan music. I love music, yeah. And
By now I think the music lord.
yeah, I
You
love
know,
music.
yeah.
I love music. And for Uganda, I think for me it has been the collective UG.
Yeah.
The collective UG, it's been around for some good time.
Yeah.
Founded by Nelson Muhire. He's a
Okay.
very thorough producer.
Mhm.
Really, so he knows many things from
Right.
mixing to yeah. He's,
Mhm.
you can check him out. You can find out. But the collective UG, which is a community for musicians, but also now it has extended beyond the band because it started as a band.
Right.
And now they have projects. They have people doing a lot of things from stage design, preaching, purpose.
Okay.
So it's now he has really hacked a community, and they have kept on expanding because they have different generations.
All right.
Yeah. So the band sifts through different generations. There's that generation that started, then
Mhm.
the new one, then there are the new kids on the block, the TikTok
Okay.
years, yeah. But what I like about it is the fact that it gives purpose, but then
Okay.
adds value. So you can check them out on Bandcamp, yeah. You
Okay.
can check them out on their socials, yeah. You will find the music. I will tell you, the collective UG. But at the end of the day, what I like is the sustainability model. Because
Okay.
if you allow generations to trickle down, it means there will always be sufficient.
There will always be someone that
Yeah,
you
that
can
can
come
generate music, and the dream pushes forward.
Great, that's great. I think my last brand is Glovo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now,
Cash me.
yeah. So for me, it's been Glovo for a couple of reasons. Two reasons actually.
Mhm.
The first one is
The yellow and green.
no, not that. Not that. It's not the look. It's the
Okay,
service.
like the yellow.
It's a service. Maybe it's just the time that I've ordered with them. I've got really, really friendly delivery guys. But here's what happened. So I made an order from Glovo, and it was for food, for lunch. And then the guy calls me when he's just making the order. He's like, hey, I've seen your order. Confirm that you're at this location that you say you are, because I'm making the order now. And then next time he calls me, he's like, okay, so I've got your order. I'm setting off. I'm on my way. And I could still, I can follow on the app. You can track on the app. But he took the time to call and inform me and told me, hey, I'm now outside. Please come through and pick the order. Which I was shocked. This level of customer care I had not experienced at all. Yeah. So for me, it was great that way. But then also, secondly, is the way they launched. The strategy they used. I'm a sucker for great digital marketing strategies. So the way they introduced themselves and how they took a new approach. Most brands come and take to social immediately. Glovo was like, no, we're going to find you guys in search because we spend a lot of time there. So they attacked from the angle of search and just gave us over and over again the benefit of Glovo to the point that we tried it out. I tried it out based on that, and the service was great. The packaging as well, amazing. That little bag that they carry with you, you feel proud to keep it there.
Yeah.
Like most times you get the bag and just throw it away. This one you feel proud to keep it there. So
I think
they've branded themselves really
The
well.
win for me,
Mhm.
why I actually adopted the brand product
Yeah.
was they didn't flat. the
Yes. They made you want them, not
Yeah.
because they are there,
Yeah.
but there was something
market.
different.
Exactly.
And so that is it from us, really. You guys could now let us know in the comments on our socials what brands are those that have been appealing to you.
Yeah.
What brands have given you the good vibes over this quarter, last year, this year, last week. Let us know whenever it is you watch this. Let us know what brands have been appealing to you. And in case you guys want to reach us personally, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. My handle on both platforms is at @vdanodaka.
And mine is at Nsimbi Josh.
So let us know, reach out to us for anything, collaborations, discussions, topics, questions on digital marketing. You can catch us on so many other platforms besides YouTube. And now, eventually we should get to Facebook Watch.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes.
Please open it up to whoever.
Yeah.
please do. All right? Yeah. But other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, right?